clients are often surprised when I tell them not to move forward immediately. Recently, a really successful business owner client of mine reached such an exciting milestone. He ended up selling the last 80% of his tech business, and that means that very soon he is going to have $10 million net Canadian hit his bank account. He was so excited to get started on this major insurance strategy we were working on. He wanted to get it going for some pretty obvious reasons, like locking in insurability, what if health would change and things like that. And also just because the insurance application process is quite in-depth, especially when we're talking about a $200,000 a year premium case. And so while that was all valid, when we zoomed out and looked at the whole picture, there were some factors here that weren't quite nailed down and as solid as I would like to be able to bring forward a really, really solid application that would have the best chance at a positive underwriting decision. With the idea in mind that, if we just hit the pause button a little bit, right? They're young, they're healthy, they're not going on any wild trips and living a racing style lifestyle. We decided that when we looked at everything as a whole, it was best to wait, about 4 or 6 weeks or so until we could wrap this up in a pretty bow and have the strongest application to submit and move forward with. In the end, the client was incredibly grateful because they understood that although it would probably benefit me to have this going today, that wasn't the recommendation that I was making. At the end of the day, sometimes it makes sense to hit that pause button to make sure that you're doing things right, because sometimes timing is everything. And we want the best chance for the best possible outcome for our clients always.